This week on the Spotlight, well, I'm sure you've seen this LeBron video wearing the Cub thing. He lost the bet to Dwayne Wade. But maybe more significantly, Dwayne Wade won the basketball game on the court. We'll have some coverage of that. And then we have some news that's shocking. Chris Sale was traded to Boston for Yohan Moncada, Michael Kopech, Luis Besabe, and Victor Diaz. Details coming. And then the Chicago Bears have lost Rashaan Salam. He ran for 1,000 yards at age 21. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Great repairs at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Sheffield's. They have trivia Wednesday, December 14th at 7:30 p.m., starring yours truly. It's in Dyer, Indiana. It's a great place with great food and everything. We'll see you on the 14th. You've got to get to the Sock. Live Benkowski Trivia. Alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. See you there. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to Lulu's because they've got it all. Italian beef, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, gyros, fish, salads, subs, ribs, and a lot more. At Taylor and Ogden, 2200 West, you got to check out Lulu's. They got everything. Snappers Seafood and Chicken has come to Chicago, and what an extensive menu. Tilapia, perch, catfish, shrimp, conch from the Miami Connection. It's so fresh. Crab, Philly steak, and they also have grilled foods at 115th and Western. A massive menu. I've just touched on some of it. Oysters, you name it. You got to get the Snappers at 115th and Western. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. We're back on the Spotlight, and I'm under the basket to symbolize that when the Bulls played Cleveland, they made a living out of being under the basket. 78 points in the paint. And that was a really, really fine performance in that regard. So one of the guys who was in that painted area for a fair share of it, escaping for some very important baskets, was Jimmy Butler. So let's go inside and talk to Jimmy Butler. Certainly one of the premier Bulls, but not an NBA champion yet. See what he has to say about the performance against LeBron and company.
Very important. We got a chance to redeem ourselves. Big win. Everybody played extremely well. We played together, and we beat a really good team.
There was a lot of hype for a lot of reasons tonight. What was the atmosphere out there like?
It was crazy. Playoff atmosphere, I don't know. But that being one of our rivals, it's always I guess everybody's goal is to beat that guy. We got a nice one tonight, but quick turnaround. We got another team tomorrow.
That guy came in the Cubs uniform. Did you get a gander of him?
Nah, I had to worry about him whenever he put on the Cleveland Cavaliers uniform and go out there and do what he does. So, I guess it was funny, but it ain't funny when he puts on a Cavs jersey.
Dwayne guarding him some. You like how that you got to have your moments with him, but also didn't have to guard him all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That D-Wade go ahead and turn into 23, 24, 25-year-old D-Wade. You know, he can still guard, disrupt people's shots, rebound, get out in transition. But like he was telling me back there in the cold tub, like, it's different. It's a different game when you're going up against a team like that. Like, it brings the best out of everybody.
Do you feel like you guys learned anything new about yourselves tonight?
Not really. I think we know what we're capable of whenever we play basketball the right way, do what we're supposed to do on both ends of the floor. If we play Chicago Bulls basketball, when we win games, when we decide to get away from ourselves, you see what happens.
Can you talk about how Taj played tonight?
Did I care?
Say it anyway.
What? He did aight. Taj did aight, man. He smoked D-Wade assists at the end. He did.
How about Nico? A tough shooting night, but he had two big defensive plays, the block in the corner and then the strip.
We take those shots that Nico shot. We know that those are going to fall. We're not worried about that. We need him to keep being aggressive, asserting himself. When you get an open look, you have to take it. That's what the game's telling you to do. And as far as defense, man, that's huge. The steals that he picked up late, being in the right position. If you're not making shots, that's what I've been telling Nico. Figure out a way to change the game, rebound, get steals, guard. And he definitely did that. He was key for us.
Jimmy, did you like how you matched up against your kind of small lineup?
Yeah, I think we played their ball screens correctly. We stuck to our strategy. Sometimes we get away from it. We stuck to it as the game went on. We switched it at times, and it was big time because everybody was locked in, doing their job on both ends of the floor. But on the defensive end, if we guard like that, we'll be in a great position.
Jimmy, getting back to your buddy Taj just for a second.
Did Taj talk about me? No. Why do I want to talk about Taj? Okay, well, let's go.
Why do you think because it hadn't happened just tonight, it's been 2 months now since camp opened. Why do you think he is playing at such a higher level than
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Because every night, every morning that I'm in the gym, he's in the gym. And I'm in the gym a lot. So I know what Taj is capable of. That's why every time he's on the block, you always see somebody looking to get on the ball because he's constantly working on the game. So we know what move he's going to do, but, I mean, he's going to get a basket or he's going to get the offensive rebound because he works so incredibly hard. And I was telling him he fell in love with the process. He did. He loves the work. And whenever you do that, it's no surprise to y'all. It's no surprise to us. That's the amount of success he's having. He's going to keep having that success because he's always going to be working.
When did you fall in love with the process? When did that turn for you? Like, hey.
Man, I ain't been very good. I just work hard. I tell everybody that. So whenever you work hard, things happen. You get confidence. And whenever you're a confident individual, you can do a lot of things in this league.
Is your team more confident after this win?
We're a confident group of guys. You have to be confident. You got to think you can compete with the best. You got to think that you are the best. And I think everybody in this locker room thinks that. And that's what you have to think to play in this league.
Jimmy, if not just one game, does this label you guys more of a contender than critics thought?
Hell no. We got a long way to go. The season's still young. We're still missing bodies. We just got to continue to win games, continue to get better, learn from our mistakes, and move forward each and every day. We can't look too far ahead, that's for sure.
What does this kind of win, though, say about your team?
How together we are. We've been saying that all year long. How everybody wants everybody to be successful. Everybody's excited for the night that Taj had tonight. And we got another one tomorrow, so we want Taj to play the same way. We want Nico to take the same shots. We want Doe to get another triple-double. Like, that's what we want. That's what we ask from everybody.
No big deal on the no call on the LeBron drive on the baseline. About 3 minutes to go there.
I don't even remember. I don't know what you're talking about.
Isaiah had to help you up, I think, or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I did? Oh, man, it's tough. I don't know. I forget already.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. 474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furlan, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. We're back on the spotlight. We're talking Bulls basketball. And Nikola Mirotic is a guy who has a ton of talent, has excelled in Europe and in Olympic style basketball, but hasn't really made the breakthrough in the NBA. He's had his moments, times in past years where he was big in the fourth quarter, but this year he's still finding his way. And although he had a tough shooting night, he played some defense in the fourth quarter that kept him in the game. And he admits he's aware to get playing time, you got to do everything, even if the shot is not falling.
Late fourth quarter, big-time defense. Let's talk about that sequence where you had late in the fourth quarter where you made two key plays.
I didn't feel very comfortable during the game, playing in the offense. I had some wide open shots. I didn't make it, and I was thinking okay, Nico, let's find a way, to make an impact during the game, because I wanted to stay. I was feeling a lot of energy in my body, and my defense was the goal. Play defense, be on the gap, help rest of the teammates trying to make simple plays, rebound the ball, and that was the goal during that game. And those two plays was big time for not just for me, for the team, and I'm very happy, especially for the win and the way that I'm trying to show that I can play defense too.
Yes, and especially the fact of your last game 2 nights ago against the Lakers to respond in this fashion as far as a team. You got to be pleased with your bounce-back win.
Sure. First of all, we need to take care of the court, home court. I think that's the key of this year. We didn't have a good game against Lakers, but the team had great before that game. We play completely different. We play with a lot of energy. We trust each other. We helped each other all game. And if we keep playing like we play today, I think it's very difficult for someone to beat us.
So often your team will use the defense to spur on the offense, and your team will use good defense to get untracked on offense. And when you had you drew the charging foul, your team seemed to feel the boost of this.
Yeah, especially this team, when we are playing good defense, our offense is coming, because most of the nights we are scoring over 100 points. So the key is play good defense, and rebound the ball like we did today, plus 16 on the board, So the other things, it's going to make us to have more chance to win that games. And about me personally, it's my goal this year. It's defense. A lot of people look at me by just the offense if I'm gonna score the shots and all. But I don't want to be just a shooter. I want to do some different things because I believe myself. I know that I can rebound the ball. I know I can improve a lot in defense. So that's one of my goals.
Well, I think of when you play in the international games about how well-rounded your game is, and that's. You're probably right on the brink of doing this on a regular NBA basis.
It's very different international games than this. Playing playing in Europe, it's easier. There is not that many games, and the physicality is completely different. So I'm just trying to put some weights in my body. Spend a lot of hours in the weight room. And like I said before, when I'm on the court, I don't want to depend on my shots. I want to, try to make some different impact, even if the ball is not going through to the rim. And that confidence of the coach and the teammates, being in the fourth quarter in the last couple of minutes is huge for me, for my confidence. So I think the confidence is the key.
Sometimes the most certain way to score is to take the ball to the rack. Your team had 78 points in the paint today, so maybe you got to go hang on by the rim and tell Rajon to put it up there for you.
Yeah, could be, but they showed 54% today. They play great offense, but we found a way how to win that game, and we scored a lot of points today on the paint. We tried to find Taj Gibson, who was very hot all game. Robin Lopez. So I think that we have in all position great players. Everybody can score. So if we just keep playing defense in that way, our offense will come. So.
Good point.
How do your shots feel?
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Bidkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. We're back in the spotlight, and of course we're champions, 146th and South LaGrange Road in Orland Park. And it's time to go back to Comiskey Park. We'll be talking some baseball. Yes, hi, Annette.
Clean the counter, please.
Oh, okay. I'll be right with it.
Thanks. I appreciate if you do it now.
Okay, I'll be on it.
Thanks.
But before I take care of this, we will go back to Comiskey Park, and I will be taking care of some duties. We want to develop a little bit more about the divisional races.
Yeah, we could use a little help dumping ashtrays over here.
Okay, I promise, Don, I'll get to it in a second. We better get to the ballpark while I take care of this stuff. Young Buck Showalter has led the Yankees to an impressive American League Eastern standing. I think they'll win the division. We talked to him about a variety of things in the dugout. Involved in baseball in many different cities across the board around the country during your career. Certainly when you came into the New York job, you must have anticipated a fairly tough press corps. How has it matched up compared to your expectations, and how much of it has it been kept at bay by virtue of your success this year?
Well, I didn't come into this job with blinders on. I knew what the job entailed and what the expectations were and what the ramifications were if things didn't work out. The Yankees afforded me a heck of an opportunity. They allowed me to come up here as a coach first to get a feel for it, and it's a player's game, and you try to treat them all fairly, not necessarily all the same. But as far as the media goes, they've been very fair with us. Sometimes in New York we feel like we've got a corner on the pressure and media market, but it's tough everywhere. Ask Gene Lamont, ask Dallas Green, ask Tommy Lasorda. It's tough. It's pressure packed, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of people go through life and it takes them a long time to find out what they're all about, what type of heart they have under pressure. But we get to find out every day because we're challenged every day from physical and emotional standpoint.
The Yankees, by many standards across the country, have been the team people have learned to hate over the years as the Yanks have dominated their local teams, and certainly that's true here in Chicago to an extent, an appreciative hate, you might say, because they've always provided quality teams. But ironically, you find yourself in the position of being the team that has gone maybe the longest stretch, with the exception of the Indians, of not having won the AL East. Is there any added element of pressure that you haven't won the division in so long?
Well, I don't think anybody can put any extra pressure on me that I don't already have on myself, and the players certainly understand what we're trying to do here. Certainly, winning's important to us, and we certainly have exceeded a lot of people's expectations this year. But at the same time, a lot of people think we've created a monster here now if people expect us to win because we're close, and we've got this opportunity. We don't know what next year brings. We're right there. We've got some opportunities that we need to take advantage of. Certainly on paper, there's probably 2 or 3 clubs in our division that are better than us. But, fortunately, this game's not played on paper. It's played with human beings who sometimes overachieve and sometimes underachieve, and game's played a lot with your heart and not necessarily always statistics or paper.
What will be the key down the stretch to make the Yankees the AL East champ?
Well, I think the 2 areas that we have to be consistent in is our pitching, starting and relieving, and catching the baseball. At the major league level, you give a club more than 3 outs an inning, it's just a matter of time before you get burned. And it may not show up that inning. A couple errors, a hit batsman. Next thing you know, you've given them 3 extra outs. You may get out of that inning, but at the same time, you've made your pitcher throw to 3 or 4 extra hitters. Now makes him a 5 or 6 inning pitcher as opposed to 7 or 8 inning pitcher. So I think defense and pitching, just like everybody has always said, is going to be key for everybody.
To wrap up, and don't feel the need to be diplomatic, even though this is airing in Chicago, who do you see coming out of the AL West?
Chicago, and I think Kansas City is a good club. I love the way they play defense, and they're very versatile. And with Cone and Napier, they're going to be, there's not going to be any prolonged losing streaks there. But Chicago can hurt you and beat you in so many ways. I look for them to win this division, but I think Texas could be there very quickly too. And you can't count out Seattle. I think I've covered everybody now, right? All right.
You've got to get the Jacks. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. My game show at Oliver's gets better and better at 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Live trivia alternate Thursdays at 7 p.m. Have great food, great drink, and great trivia at Oliver's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. You've got to get the Del Sur Mexican restaurant, open for lunch and dinner daily. Shrimp, tilapia, salmon, steak, chicken dishes, you name it. It's all there at 46th and Halsted. Great stuff at Del Sur Mexican restaurant. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. The White Sox trade, let's take a look inside. Chris Sale being sent to the Boston Red Sox. You knew that it would be with a high price tag. So 4 players come to Chicago. Yoan Moncada, and this infielder has shown some power. He's of Cuban origin. He's a guy who could get into the lineup in the next, who knows, maybe later this season, although it appears he'll start in the minor leagues. Michael Kopech. He's the pitcher with the 100-mile-plus fastball, and he had something like 175 strikeouts in 130 minor league innings. Luis Basabe, a speedy outfielder. He's Venezuelan. He had some pretty nice extra base hit numbers that I saw, and a high on-base percentage. And finally, Victor Diaz, a right-handed pitcher who could have value as well. Since last year, of course, the White Sox didn't win it. Maybe a little bit more pressure to win this year. A lot has happened, both with the ball club and with you personally. Could you share a little bit of some family struggles that seem to be getting fixed up now?
Yeah, my wife, early in this year, around May, she was in a serious car accident coming from California going toward Houston, and she had a mother-in-law had a wreck in my truck I had. But she was in a coma for about 3 weeks, but now she's doing real good. She's rehabbing her body back and coming on real strong. You know, everything like she'll be back to her regular self.
Well, I'm sure there was some times early in the year where baseball was the farthest thing from your mind, but it's coming back to a concentration on the game now, huh?
Yeah, at first, though, it hit me real hard at first, you know, but as my family got better, you know, it made me feel a lot better and ready to come back and play baseball then.
Well, a couple of you guys were really dominant down there in the minors. You put up some nice numbers, and the White Sox are always scouring because they need that little bit of left-handed punch.
Yeah, we had a pretty good team out in Nashville. It was like a hitter's park, but my focus was getting back up here. You know, I was just hoping I could get back up soon, you know, enough to be able to play in the playoffs and be able to come off the bench in late innings and do something to help this team.
Well, one of your very first at-bats, if not your absolute first one, was a very clutch base hit up the middle, as I recall, and that must have given you a good feeling. Could you describe that game and that situation?
Well, I came up in second base and needed a big hit to tie the game up, but as I hit it and I seen it go to the middle, it was a good feeling for me to get back up and get right in the thick of things and do something, you know, to pump the team up. See, like after that, the team just got on the roll and started going.
How would you compare the chemistry on this White Sox team compared to '92? What new faces do you see that impress you, and what kind of difference on the attitude of the ball club?
Well, they said this team have a real good attitude from last year. You know, everybody working real hard, and they see we got just about the best team in the league. You know, and they see we got a chance to win it, and everybody just pushing for that goal.
Now, what about getting out there and doing a little bit of outfielding? You know, I know last year there was a little bit of struggles at times out there, but what have you done to overcome that? And if you get a shot doing some right field, well, what should we expect from you?
Well, I kind of worked on my outfield a little bit harder this year than ever in spring training. You know, make sure I just get the bases down and do what I can do instead of trying to do too much. Last year, I believe I tried to do too much, being too aggressive out there, and most like aggressive errors I'm making. But this year, I just want to relax and just do the job I can do out there.
Well, certainly the weather conditions are perfect for hitting. Your lineup is rounded out. You know, you're getting some at-bats, doing some DHing and whatnot. Tell us about how this lineup feels to you. Do you feel that confidence up and down the order where everybody's just thinking base hit, double, triple, and whatnot?
Well, this lineup is a very strong lineup. I don't see no weakness in it, 1 through 9, you know, like most teams, 1st through 5, you know, after that it gets sort of weak a little bit. But this team, you know, 7, 8, 9, just as strong as 1, 2, 3. So I think, you know, we got a real good hitting team.
You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Great repairs, great people. Lansing Floral, 708-474-1212.
Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.